Well, as those allegations surfaced that the COI leader, Lincoln Bain, pushed a police officer, the top brass of the Royal Bahamas Police Force today responding to what has become a growing concern, and that is how members of the public should conduct themselves when confronted by police who are attempting to carry out their duties. As you saw in that report just now, dozens of officers attempting to control what appeared to be a very contentious situation at the steps of the House of Assembly. Now, the acting police commissioner, Deleveaux, telling Eyewitness News today that there should never be a public gathering on the steps of Parliament. Public gatherings that are protests, he said, should always be accompanied by proper documentation to permit it, and he also asserted that the public must respect when officers give them orders in an attempt to enforce crowd control.
We respect the rights for citizens to protest so long as they do it in conformity with the law. The law is very, very clear with respect to when police officers acting in the execution of their duties. And the law says you cannot obstruct, resist, aid any person to obstruct, resist, or molest a police officer or a peace officer whilst acting in the execution of their duty. Assaulting police officers carries a fine and possibly a penalty in prison. We don't want to reach to this stage, but the police officers are here to maintain law and order in this country.
Now, Deleveaux explains that if the public feels as though police have utilized unjustifiable force during the carriage of their duties, he says they have a means for recourse.
Just as the public is expected to respect the police and their duties, we, the senior command of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, also requires and demand that our police officers be respectful in their duties to members of the public. If any member of the public finds that a police officer is disrespectful in the lawful execution of their duties, then of course there are processes, there are internal investigations that we do, and the Complaints and Corruption Unit will investigate any such complaint.